Take two, I found it under the bumblebee. Take off them Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please. Got my hand back seat between her knees. Oh, you can't talk like that. Contemporary music and lyrics. She never lost her head even when she... What? Those are the most contemporary songs in America. What happened? Oh, these girls need to all get breast implants. That's what happened. And steroids. I'm BALCO. What's that? We fucking tried to overcome nature. We tried to create our own nature. We tried to stop natural, incredible beauty. Hold on. We ain't done. Go team. Operable. Meanwhile, we're boiling nearest water. How about, I mean, that's contemporary on TV. How about what people used to look like? They all used to look like Dwight Clark. I love the interview with Steve Young, and I'm a big fan of Steve Young's. I'll tell you a great story about Steve Young when he was here. So, he was dating, you know, and he was older, he waited. All these girls around here thought they were going to be, he was dating lots of them. His mom and dad lived right here. Right there up on the mountain. So, Steve Young was dating a girl out in, that I went to school with, Debbie. Build her a house. Give her, oh God, she was bad news. She'd give me the heebie-jeebies my whole life. Oh, you should have seen her, how butthurt she was when he married this girl from the Bay. Remember, he was going to be our senator. He's like, by the way, the dude is fantastic. He gave an interview about Dwight Clark. Sports metaphors, basketball again, and I cannot overstate this. The most underestimated basketball player in history, the greatest basketball player we don't talk about, just died. You know, he's dead. It's that guy. That's that guy, John Havlicek. But he talked about Dwight Clark. I'm telling you, it's so significant. The catch is so iconic. The iconic metaphors as we were boiling the Earth's water, as we had all the great anti-nukers, you know, bringing star power to Earth. What's this got to do with nuclear energy? Everything. He says Dwight Clark was kind of like, and this is Steve Young saying this. Steve Young's a pretty boy. The greatest athlete that ever played at BYU. That's saying a lot, the great LaVell Edwards. Well, I knew him. My uncle, who fell down for 4 days up there, he was a great athlete. I mean, he played football at BYU, but, you know, he was the decathlete. Steve Young. Well, the 94, which is, I consider the greatest football team of all time, that's John Madden, who was born the same day as me. He says the same thing. By the way, Madden's from Pleasanton, Livermore. I was there 4 days ago. So he says, Dwight Clark was like 94. Everybody taught we were beautiful offense. We were finesse offense. And we were offense. And again, he didn't say this, but remember, Ronnie Lott was on that team. Whoa. Beautiful. He says, we didn't think we were physical because on the outside we looked Dwight Clark. He was like the most beautiful, which he was, but inside, mean, tough as nails. That was Americana. It's a great interview with him. I think it's the best team in NFL hit, which matters. These metaphors are significant. I mean, Ken Burns, he fucking drank the Kool-Aid, didn't he, on the 11th inning? Now it's just whoever spends the most money. Well, the Expos finally won it. Tony Gwynn. Got cancer same time me, the great Tony Gwynn. Think about his death. He got cancer the exact same time I had. Oh, chewed out tobacco! He had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, radio roundup. So as we boil the Earth's water, oh God, turned off the sun. We think we can turn off and on the sun. Climate change. So this is important for the USS Reagan. They smashed us. They took our libido. They took our love. They took our passion. They took our art. They took our design. They took our everything. Yeah, that's back. Yeah, believe it or not. They were a powerhouse. They were a powerhouse in those days. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns were a powerhouse in those days. So, yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but so that guy. Whoa. Should have never traded him, huh? 72 Dolphins. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, this is important. Now stay with me. God. Why can't I? When I'm looking for, I mean, it's been one of those days. So, you can do more than one thing at once, Kevin. I have to do 3. So as the water's boiling, I'm looking for this USS Reagan. This is important. The $7.6 billion bailout, the city that never. I screamed about it every single fucking day from the day in New York, in Times Square. I was at the White House. Went psycho. Went crazy every day. Play back the tape. But Google smashed my view count. They hired trolls and rats to attack me and go after me. So while I'm in critical condition, I'm in New York. I'm going nuts right there at the media. I went to Fox News. We protested there, and I tried to talk to all of them. 7.6 billion. EDF, which is the French-backed firm who went in with Exelon. They says, we'll partner with you because this is a cartel. Toshiba, Westinghouse, I mean, it's an international, global, can you feel the cartel. They partner, 49% owners with Exelon. After they went bankrupt, they're going to close them down. They move in, buy them for peanuts on the dollar. Then Cuomo, without a vote, without legislative process, without nothing. That's what they do. Status King Cuomo. Spoil some more with water. Says give them 7.6, I think about 7.6 billion. A few reactors. Well, France, I taught the derivatives arbitrage class. They bought a put. You know, and it got time they had to exercise that put. They wanted X amount of money till they got their check, and if they didn't get their check, they're exercising the put. They exercised the put. $3.7 billion. By law. Well, not by law, but Cuomo and you, New York City taxpayers, just handed the French nuclear freaking family. So, that's right. Here it is. What happened to all these girls? They took the flowers out of their hair. It was 1968, Bobby. That's the iconic moment. So we have the iconic moment, 1968. Bobby Kennedy's murder, Dr. King's murder. Oh yeah, big time. Then we evolve. So, and the radical change that happened to the colonialist goddess. The military machine goddess. As it evolved, you know, Mark Blanchard, I think, batted a $167. You think a guy lifetime batting average $167 could play on a world championship team now? Oh hell no, they're not even going to get a look at him. They corked the bats. As I said, Mark McGwire swinging Albert Bell's bat. You know, Albert Bell corked the bat, and the umpires covered for him. Remember that? Remember that? By singing his bat while riding Lance Armstrong's bike. Sheryl Crow. Wow. Such a beautiful female, Sheryl Crow. And look what she throws in with. Lance lying dirtbag. I mean, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm an ML cancer survivor. In the name of Dwight Clark. So we've had these iconic moments in Americana. Then we evolved to 1980. 79 actually. That's increasing nominal wages 45 to 79. Boiling the earth's water. Nuclearism. The hostage situation in Iran. Orchestrated by Bechtel's baby. Reagan, the old Democrat, the purple president. May Brussels. Kids, it's all over. Carmel, California. It's all over. They just elected the Bush CIA. They will never leave. So that was the iconic moment. No, just, well, it was iconic, but just few days later, JFK blown away. No, the murder of John Lennon is the greatest event probably in the history of this country. Well, and Bobby Kennedy. Those two murders are the two probably the most significant events that changed this place into the military freak show that they are. To the poverty, to this debtor's hell, to the whole homeless, all of it, all of it, all of it. Then, shortly thereafter, the catch. In San Francisco, Dwight Clark. Dwight Clark's death at 61 years, I cannot overstate, is so incredibly iconic. It's you're talking one of the greatest athletes in the fucking world. I mean, it changed everything. Daniel Valentine is from the same area. By the way, at that game, the catch, there was a young toddler in his mother's arm. There's a photograph out there. Sitting in the stands, named Tom Brady. How'd that kid ever turn out? They took the flowers out of their hair and traded it in for a shiny coffin and a mortgage. Oh, I'm rich, but I sure don't look like that anymore. You need to get some breast implants. You need to get on some steroids, you know. The Williams girls on steroids. BALCO. How about Jerry Rice put on 40 pounds on BALCO. You know, McGuire, Canseco's the only one that came clean. You know, how about the pedophile freaking Roger Clemens? Oh yeah, look it up. Ooh, how old was that girl, you know? I don't know if that's a pedophile or not, but women used to celebrate their environmentalism, their beauty, their sexuality. You know, Johnny Versace, I always loved this line, and I'm a big fan of Versace's, I was. By the way, Luann Bambro, who's she? Lauren Scott, my friend from here. She grew up right down the road here, me and her. This is the Boonies. Mick Jagger's hung herself with this scarf. That whole iconic moment culturally, design, art, still boiling near water. Bringing star power to earth. Little pink houses. Little pink houses. That's the pink house I grew up in. Little pink houses for you and me. What have they done to us socially? Took away your sexuality, took away your beauty, your culture. Johnny Versace, the great American female. Used to be every other one. Elegance, grace, charm, sexuality. They had it all. Then it evolved to 1 in 10, then 1 in 100, then 1 in 1,000, 1 in a million. He says they're going to go extinct. Take down them Bobby boots. Let me do what I please. Got my hand between the knees. Fucking, well, where the woods get heavy in the back of that 1968 fucking Chevy. Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie to me. While we're still boiling the earth's fucking water. Climate change? No, climate changed. Fukushima. 3 sons. Oh, God. Call an ambulance. By the way, gotta take this moment. The 5 greatest basketball players, there's probably the greatest of all time. Bill Russell from the Bay. He wasn't on no BALCO. That's the most underrated basketball player in American history by far. He's dead. Dwight Clark's dead. So many, I mean, the catch. The catch. Philip Rivers practicing on the U.S.A. Reagan. Philip Rivers is a good Catholic boy, you know, he's got 8, 9 kids. How about the Pope? Says no more nuclear energy in Japan. I mean, such iconic. 81 was the last time the Pope was there. He's there. These things matter. These things matter. I had season tickets the first year the Jazz was here. Sam Battistone owned them. 1970, $140 for the year. For the year. For the year. For the year. 83, 84, greatest turnaround maybe in sports history. 83, 84. That'd be Frank Layden. Get rid of him. Fire him. Now it's bring us. We weren't old enough to drink. We used to take a bus from Ogden with a keg on it. Fucking party like animals. I mean, first playoff game in Jazz history. First playoff game in Utah Jazz history. Look at the price tag on that. Oh, I save it. I save everything. At $12 or $15. They won the division. Little pink houses for you and me. Robin Hood. Still boiling their water. You send us over rounds. We protest. One of my first protests that I won, and I'm the activist that wins in Utah, Me and my friends protested in front of the Salt Palace, that beautiful gym. Larry Bird says it was his favorite arena to play in. It was a gym. Tear it down, build a fucking big, dumb, ugly drum. Larry Miller, the Miller family's so fucked up, don't even get me going. Car selling. Whoa. They raised beer prices on a 16-ounce beer from $1 to $1.25. We protested, went crazy. We weren't old enough to drink. We were by then, because I think that was 83, 84 when he raised them. 79. Battistone not only lowered him back to $1, he sent us over fucking rounds, which he did all the time. He was a gem. We loved that fucker. You know, these owners now, Gail Miller married the attorney. You know, Gail Miller married the attorney. Legacy, what a fucking whore product the NBA has turned into. It's disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. When such natives play basketball on this landscape. You know, it's such a beautiful sport, what they ruined, what they did to our people. I'll do more of these culturally. They fucking beat it down. The self-righteous fuckers on the right. Jesus coming back, Jesus coming back, fuck American manufacturer. And then the fucking hypocrite well-petting pieces of shit. Yeah, I remember when the left was like Bobby Kennedy. They would fucking physically fist fight you. People goes off on anybody in the left that raises a fuck. You know how big LBJ was? LBJ is Johnson, he used to call it, remember? That's the way he used to talk. He used to commonly talk about it. I mean, everybody laughed, oh, that's LBJ. Huh. You know? He says, I was afraid of him. My hair would stand up on the back of my neck when I was scared of him. He was about 5'7". 1968. Take down them Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please in the back of that 68 Chevy where the woods used to get fucking heavy, still boiling near his fucking water. Fucking turn off the sun's bringing star power out of Livermore, California. Oh yeah, he's from there. So the number one, top 3 basketball players. That's a tie, 3-way tie. That's that guy. Michael Jordan, oh yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Muslim. Never lost in high school. He's the greatest basketball player, if you go all the way back college, is unarguable. Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul. So, but number 5, solid 4 is Wilt Chamberlain. Averaged 50 points a game in 60. I mean, he's a beast. Statistically, no one compares. I mean, what an athlete, what an amazing dude. But he couldn't beat that guy, could he? In the day. So, Wilt Chamberlain's solid 4. Who's number 5? All alone. 6 is Jerry West. Oscar Robertson right there with him. You know, LeBron's, I mean, well, what an animal, what a beast. Ooh, he's moving up the charts, ain't he? But the money has ruined it, the greed, the sickeningness, it makes me want to throw up. You know, the gold teeth, all that shit makes me want to fucking barf. That's number 5, the most underrated basketball. He won titles without that guy. How many did he have? 9 or 10? That's number 5. He's dead. He died this year. This iconic year, 2019, the world flop. But the most iconic moment, by far, the catch. I cannot overstate this. I mean, I can't believe it. Perfect, beautiful, incredible. So did everything right. Dead. We poisoned our planet. Monsanto arrests a dissident in, for the federal government arrests, stealing state secrets from Monsanto. Monsanto's a company that's based in Germany. That's Hitler's company. Now they're the U.S. They poisoned our planet, give us all cancer, give us all leukemia. By the way, none of us are ever going to get any fucking money. This lawsuit, Dog and Pony Show, they say the same guy that chopped up and fucked all the people out of the money at the 9/11 towers. Give Cantor Fitzgerald executives all the money, the maid and the janitor got 0. That's what they're going to do. They're going to fuck us all. He's dead. Dwight Clark's fucking dead. He's dead. See if we can stop this on 1968. Oh, that would be 2008, right? There's only 60 seconds. Orwell and Balco. Where'd you sleep last night, girl? Don't you fucking lie to me. Where'd you sleep? Where'd you sleep? Don't you remember, Kevin? Don't you remember? I slept next to you in the bone marrow transplant center. I'm dead. I died young. I'm in heaven. Lord, I remember. Lord, I remember. Web Furman. Kevin Blanch, the Freudian activist.